Hi YouTube, this is VidHead85 and I want to talk a little bit about yesterday, July 14th is Bastille Day. And speaking of Bastille Day, the French Revolution was mainly started because of the fact that the first and second estates were the rich, the second estate was the priests, the first estate was the nobles, and the third estate was in fact the poor people, like very much, you know, you and me who may not be exactly poor. The whole thing is, but you know, we're not where we want to be. We're not, like, at least the middle class has been assaulted like nobody's business, and there's hardly is one. But Bastille Day, the reason why that happened is simply because of the fact that people got tired of it. And if you want another French Revolution, keep electing Republicans and people like Mitt Romney, who are obstructionists and who claim to be working for America when in fact they've been sending jobs overseas to India, China, and all these other places. And then it's funny that we have a lot of Republicans who say that we're competing with China, but then again they're going to endorse someone who has a track record of bringing jobs to other countries. So, but yet they block the American Jobs Act that the president has in fact outlined, and they have spent so much money doing so many things that they shouldn't be doing. They're trying to uphold what should be repealed, and repeal what should be upheld. So now that's, you know, that's the whole thing with the rich and poor struggle. That's the reason why the French Revolution started, because the third estate was being taxed so much. Every time there was something every time there was something and the government needed money, they didn't tax the priests, of course. They taxed the third estate, which was the largest. And when the third estate got sick and tired of being sick and tired, they started a rebellion. And the rebellion ended up with Marie Antoinette and Louis XVI's head rolling. And then later on, Napoleon Bonaparte wanted to make France like a empire by attacking England and quite a few other places. Russia is never a good idea unless you attack Russia. When you attack Russia, you have to attack it from the inside. There's no way that an external force will in fact take over a good chunk of Russia, unless one, they're prepared, and two, they have people on the inside. So China's the same way. US, I believe, would definitely be the same way. There are some places that you would attack that way. It's just a fact because they're so darn big. Anyway, that's just a small history lesson, rather, of what happened July 14th, about 200 some years ago, when France I believe they had the first republic then. There was 4 more, but I think now the fourth is they were in the 4th or 5th republic or something like that. But I don't know that much about French history. We just know that they're famous for "we surrender," but which is Francophobic, if you will, but not exactly. And they're also known for being rude. I think that some of the rudest Parisians make American rudeness look like mismanners. But anyway, that's probably where they may have gotten it from. Who knows? But anyway, I think that I don't want to have to think about this being the case, but it's gonna happen if we're having, you know, things that are like this. Because I mean, it's, you know, people blame poor people for being poor, but they don't take a look at the tax policies, and they don't take a look at the other aspects of it. The fact is, even, you know, financial literacy can go a long way, but unless we reform the tax code, and we reform it in a way where, you know, where it is a progressive instead of a regressive, like a sales tax is regressive, because that means that poorer people have to, since they have to buy everything that they need, that's something that that we have to deal with, even though sales tax goes to a lot of other things. But anyway, you know, it's all about the tax code. We have to reform the tax code. And the fact that Mitt Romney wants to be president of a country that he has not invested in its economy, I feel that that is something that if he were a Democrat, we would see a lot of this on the Republican side. But of course, with the House Republicans and with Mitch McConnell being as obstructionist as he is, I hope he's voted out. What ends up happening is simply that, you know, they're playing partisan politics while Americans are hurting. I have not seen them pass one single bill that creates grant money or any kind or anything of the sort to that give Americans jobs. How much more money do job creators need before they will create a job? They've been posting $20 billion in profits, paying no taxes, and getting back nearly like millions and millions of dollars in payoffs because they're a job creator. And they've been cutting them ever since. They've been cutting them ever since, simply to make us so dependent on them that we will take anything. Well, you know what? We need to elect a Congress that will create jobs. We need to stop dealing with Republicans because they're terrorists. We need to stop dealing with the hard right Republicans because Olympia Snowe is a moderate. You know, but like I said, you know, we have to get out and vote, and we have to oppose these voter ID laws wherever they be, because they are only trying to make the 2012 electorate look like the 2010 electorate. Have a great day, YouTube, and see you later. Bye-bye.